We will start in Quebec this hour. A search is still underway for 2 firefighters swept away by floodwaters northeast of Quebec City. Helicopters, drone, and emergency personnel are looking for them, but conditions are difficult. These are new pictures just into us, and you can see just what they're up against. Heavy rain in the Bay St. Paul area has caused a river to spill its banks, cutting off roads, cutting off bridges, damaging property, as you can see there, leaving hundreds of people stranded. Quebec Premier François Legault is urging residents to be careful of swollen rivers and promising he will visit tomorrow to see the damage.
Water can be very powerful. Of course, we saw what happened with the 2 people yesterday, so we have to be very careful. François Bonnardel is already there making sure that we have all the necessary programs, and I'll be there tomorrow morning.
CBC's Sarah Levitt is in Bay St. Paul, Quebec, and she tells us the major concern is how much rainfall is coming.
That's one of the biggest concerns, obviously, is this rain. 24 hours ago, heavy rain, and yet rain again. But I just want to show you some of the impact of 24 hours ago when that river flooded. This is just one example of an impact. So you can see they're working on it right now, but this was at one point a road that crossed over, water underneath it, swept the road away, blocking access to the residents that live on the other side. They're working really hard to restore the road as quickly as possible because obviously that's important. Earlier when I spoke to you, I also spoke about the impact on residents and how quickly that water came up. Residents saying that they hadn't ever seen anything like this, that they had seen flooding, but not to this degree, and the damage done to their homes quite intense. Let's hear from one resident that I spoke to earlier today.
I was in a fog, really. We moved the car. Thank God for that, because my 2 friends at the end of the road, their cars were underwater. It's going to be a big 2 months ahead, really. I'm on a 2-level house, but most of my personal belongings are downstairs, so it's like my personal papers and, everything. My brain was I was brain dead by that time, and we had to really leave because soon the water was coming way up.
I don't know if you can hear above me, but there is a provincial police helicopter, and that's probably part of the search for these 2 missing individuals that were swept away. Obviously, residents here and in other towns in Quebec, because similar scenes are playing out in the Laurentians, just outside of Montreal, as well as here. Residents are really keeping an eye on the water, and the security minister saying what is critical is the next 48 to 72 hours. They have seen the waters recede, but they're hoping that this rain won't cause further problems.
CBC's Sarah Levitt in Bay St. Paul, Quebec.